also is the founder and president of a ministry, All Things Possible Ministries, and that basically is an outreach for youth in trouble and crisis. He goes to prisons and he ministers to these kids and shares the Lord with them and his own personal stories and trials that he went through, and leads them to the Lord. And he also leads them. It's a character program that he helps with these young guys and gals. Also, he's a 6th-degree black belt in karate and a 6th-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, and has a local studio down the street here that he teaches as part of his ministry. On August 24th, 2011, one of our officers, Rob Averly, was at the Chevron station right by Coles as a call went out. Actually, he saw it before the call went out. He sees a woman running out of Coles, chasing a male suspect that was running out with a bunch of items. A theft suspect, who later we determined was a parolee, was running out there. And Rob, if you don't know, he's a motor officer, so he's on his BMW looking really cool. And he sees this, so he starts kind of chasing him over there, and the suspect runs directly into the street where now it's a red light, and so he's now he goes up to a car, and he's attempting to get in the driver's side door of this parked car where a woman was parked waiting for the red light, or stopped waiting for the red light. Rob puts this out and immediately starts trying to catch up to him, and this guy he's going back and forth to different cars and darting in between the traffic. At one point, he now throws down the stolen property he had, and he continues running. Rob gets off his motorcycle and starts chasing this guy across the street into a lot. Rob's one of our weaponless defense instructors, and actually knows Victor Marx personally. So as he's chasing this suspect, who also, by the way, happened to be on heroin. That's another common thread we see. He hits him with the taser, orders him to stop, hits him with the taser. Too close to the spread, he doesn't really affect him. So Rob ends up tackling him. And now the fight's on. And this is, for officers, this is one of the most dangerous times when you're arresting somebody. Because now it's more a survival issue. You're both on the ground. You really have to have good tactics on this and have a good skill set to survive. His gun is vulnerable. He's fighting this guy. He's struggling. He's a parolee. He could very easily be training to do this just as we train. And all of a sudden, as the struggle is going on, the struggle just stops. And Rob looks up and he's startled, and he sees Victor Marx, who was there and having a figure four, which is, I don't know if you know that, but it's like where your leg is behind the other leg, and it's tied up. It's like, I want you to show me. And all of a sudden, he had the other arm in a control hold, and Rob instantly sees him and says, "Oh, thanks, Sensei." And immediately, Victor, he's not going anywhere. And this guy, he couldn't move. So, backing up a little bit, what had happened was Victor was at the red light also with his wife, Eileen. And Eileen will tell you, this isn't unusual for Victor for these things to happen. As they're sitting at the red light, he sees this guy, the suspect, trying to get into this woman's car. So he looks at his wife like, "I need to go," and she gave him a no. And then the officer starts chasing, and then Eileen says, yeah, that's when he's out of the car and he's chasing on foot and catches the suspect with Rob. Just real quick note, okay, he's the 6'8" black belt, but who really calls the shots in that car? But all joking aside, that was extremely courageous and dangerous for Victor to do that at that point. You have no idea what this suspect's capable of doing. The officer doesn't know, and that's his job. That's what we do. We train for that. We don't know. We haven't had a chance to search him. We don't know what weapons he has on him, what he's trained with, what his intent was. So he absolutely helped our officer in a time of need right there, because there's no real telling where that could have ended that day. Like that. Another comment that Victor did make to Rob was he didn't believe it was just by chance that he was there that day. And I believe that. I believe that. Victor. Something else I'll embarrass him with. It's not the first time he's been recognized. When he and had the ministry that he had was on this little island that they, hard times we had back then on Honolulu. He was recognized by Honolulu PD for saving a woman who was a pregnant lady who was being attacked, and he subdued suspect to the police for that. Embarrassing with that. But for this, Victor, for your dedication to the department and the community, providing the highest quality police service, we proudly recognize you.